What if you could bounce back from life's hardest challenges faster than you ever thought possible? In 2026, emotional resilience isn't about just toughing it out. It's about something far more powerful. Neural flexibility. It's the ability to shift your nervous system from feeling overwhelmed to calm, with speed and precision. Imagine navigating the ups and downs of life with a strong, adaptable mindset that can keep you steady no matter what. In this video, we're diving into the top 5 ways to build strong emotional resilience in 2026, using science-backed techniques that will help you stay calm, clear, and capable when life gets tough. Let's get started. 1. Practice neural reframing, the AND technique. When stress hits, it's easy to fall into negative all-or-nothing thinking. You might tell yourself, "I'm failing," or "I can't handle this." But in 2026, emotional resilience is all about flexibility, especially in the way you think about challenges. The first mental habit to build resilience is something called neural reframing. This technique involves holding 2 opposing truths at the same time. Instead of saying, "I am failing," try saying, "I am struggling right now and I am capable of figuring out the next step." The magic of this approach lies in the power of the word, "and." It allows you to acknowledge the difficulty you're facing, without giving in to the belief that the struggle defines you. This helps prevent all-or-nothing thinking, a mental trap that can trigger your brain's shutdown response. Neural reframing encourages you to approach life's challenges with a mindset of possibility. It's easy to fall into negative self-talk, especially during tough times, but by reminding yourself that there's always room for growth and learning, you start to shift your perspective. This doesn't mean ignoring or invalidating the pain or difficulty you're facing. It simply means not letting it dictate your entire reality. A unique tip for using this technique effectively is to add the word "yet" to your self-talk. For instance, instead of saying, "I don't know how to handle this," say, "I don't know how to handle this yet." This simple shift keeps you open to learning and growing even in the face of adversity. By using this technique, you'll be able to shift your mindset from one of defeat to one of potential and possibility, making it easier to navigate challenges with resilience. 2. Build a cognitive reserve through voluntary discomfort. Just like a muscle, resilience grows stronger with exercise. One of the most powerful ways to train your brain for emotional resilience is through voluntary discomfort. This technique involves putting yourself in mildly uncomfortable situations on purpose. By intentionally stepping out of your comfort zone, whether that's taking a cold plunge for 30 seconds, practicing public speaking, or pushing through a tough workout, you're building what's known as a cognitive reserve. Cognitive reserve refers to the mental fortitude you develop by regularly facing challenging situations. Just as lifting weights strengthens muscles, exposing yourself to discomfort strengthens your ability to handle stress. When you regularly face discomfort, you train your brain to stay calm and focused when real stress or crisis hits. The physical symptoms of stress, such as a fast heart rate or sweating, become familiar signals your brain knows how to manage. Instead of reacting with panic, your brain recognizes these signs as manageable and not catastrophic. This technique works because it builds the neural pathways that help you stay resilient under pressure. When you encounter something uncomfortable, your brain doesn't automatically associate it with danger. Instead, it learns that discomfort is temporary and manageable. Whether it's public speaking, doing something new that scares you, or confronting an uncomfortable situation, each time you challenge yourself, your brain becomes more adept at navigating stressful situations without feeling overwhelmed. Whether it's a tough conversation, a challenging project, or an unexpected crisis, your brain will be prepared to maintain clarity and focus under pressure. 3. Master interoceptive awareness. Emotional resilience doesn't just happen when you're already in a high-stress situation. It's also about being in tune with your body before stress even becomes overwhelming. This is where interoceptive awareness comes in. This is the ability to feel your internal state and recognize when stress or tension begins to build, before it translates into full-blown emotional turmoil. In 2026, experts recommend performing a simple body scan 3 times a day to check in with your physical state. Spend 60 seconds focusing on your body, noticing where you're holding tension, whether it's in your jaw, shoulders, or stomach. By catching these physical signs early, you can release tension before it turns into an emotional outburst or mental fog. Interoceptive awareness is the first step to preventing stress from spiraling out of control. By learning to listen to your body, you can address tension before it becomes overwhelming. For example, if you notice your shoulders are tight or your breathing is shallow, it's a sign that you need to pause and release that tension. This might mean taking a few deep breaths, stretching, or simply taking a moment to check in with yourself. Learning to recognize and address your internal state before it becomes overwhelming is a game changer for building emotional resilience. You'll be able to head off stress before it spirals, allowing you to stay calm and in control, even when faced with difficult emotions or situations. Additionally, developing this skill can improve your overall health and well-being by preventing chronic stress from building up. 4. Implement social buffering. In 2026, one of the most effective, and surprisingly simple, ways to boost your emotional resilience is through social buffering. In today's world, where digital communication often replaces face-to-face interaction, it's easy to feel isolated or disconnected. But research shows that spending time with trusted people, whether in person or with a pet, can be a powerful resilience booster. Social buffering works by leveraging the calming effects of human connection. When you interact with someone you trust, whether through direct eye contact, a friendly conversation, or even physical touch, your brain releases oxytocin, the hormone responsible for bonding and relaxation. This, in turn, inhibits the production of cortisol, the stress hormone. The beauty of this technique is its simplicity. During stressful weeks, schedule one low-stakes face-to-face interaction, like grabbing a coffee with a friend or taking a walk with a loved one. These small moments of connection can go a long way in calming your nervous system and resetting your emotional state. In a hyper-digital world, taking the time to engage in real human connection is one of the most effective ways to maintain emotional resilience. By investing in your social relationships, you create a support system that can help you through tough times. Whether it's having a friend to talk to or spending time with a loved one, social buffering provides an emotional anchor during stressful times. It helps remind you that you're not alone and that you have resources available to support you, which can be incredibly powerful when facing challenges. 5. Utilize post-trigger reflection, the 24-hour rule. When a stressful situation occurs, it's easy to react impulsively, whether it's anger, frustration, or anxiety. But emotional resilience in 2026 isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about responding in a way that helps you grow. That's where the post-trigger reflection technique comes in. Rather than immediately judging your reaction or beating yourself up for how you handled a stressful event, give yourself 24 hours to reflect. This process allows you to step back from the emotional reaction and analyze it with more clarity. Ask yourself, what exactly triggered this emotional spike? And what did my body need in that moment that it didn't get? This 24-hour delay shifts you from being a victim of your emotions to a scientist of your own behavior, allowing you to learn from your reactions and understand them better. Over time, this habit builds your self-knowledge and emotional intelligence, which strengthens your resilience for future challenges. Instead of making rash decisions or being swept away by emotions, you'll be able to calmly reflect and choose the best course of action next time. And there you have it. 5 powerful ways to build strong emotional resilience in 2026. By practicing neural reframing, engaging in voluntary discomfort, mastering interoceptive awareness, leveraging social buffering, and reflecting after a trigger, you can strengthen your emotional resilience and become more adaptable to life's ups and downs. These habits don't just help you bounce back from adversity. They allow you to navigate life with more ease, grace, and clarity. By developing these skills, you'll not only be able to handle stress more effectively, but you'll also improve your overall emotional well-being, making it easier to stay calm, focused, and resilient through life's challenges. Resilience isn't about avoiding difficult moments. It's about learning how to adapt and grow stronger through them. If you found these tips helpful and want to dive deeper into emotional resilience, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.